Hello everyone, welcome back to my third person shooter series. So in this episode, I'm going to work on this spawning these bullet hit points, bullet hit decal, and bullet impact particles like this. So basically, I will be doing like how to get the point that I'm pointing by the reticle that is in the middle of the screen and project that into the world space and determine the point between the nozzle of the gun and the hit point of the reticle in the world space and place a damage decal there and also spawn a damage particle. So that's how I'm going to do this. Alright. And this episode is sponsored by these generous Patreons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Okay, so last time we worked on this shooting mechanism, but it doesn't do any of the damages, so it doesn't show any bullet paths or anything yet. So let's continue with that part today. Right, so for that I have imported a decal, this impact decal material that have used in my project. Is just a texture which represents a bullet hole and a normal map. So yeah, I will show you the basics of this material later. Let's just go ahead and add a decal to our scene just to see how to place this, how does it look in the world. So I'll add a deferred decal like this, and for the material I'll add that impact decal. So this is the way it looks, and as you can see this is much larger, but we don't need it to be this large for a bullet damage, so maybe I can reduce the size into something like 60. Yeah, so it will look more like this. Okay, so what I am going to do is dynamically place this decal on the place that my bullet hits. Okay, so let's open our character blueprint, and this is the fire. Right, so I have implemented the firing in the gun blueprint, this one. And yeah, I have this fire event at the moment. I have implemented it already. So now this is the place we have to add the decal. We have to spawn the decal in the world. So for that I need to determine the point that I am targeting in the world. So for that I need the direction of the gun facing, but I can simply use the forward direction of the gun and do that, but there may be some complications because if I just use the guns forward, maybe the way it looks here and the point denoted by the reticle in the UI can have slight differences, even though it's not clearly visible to us. So therefore, to be safe, so that we can make sure we actually hit at least near the target that we are targeting with the reticle, I'll add a new input here to represent, to input as a parameter the hit location, but no, I think I can just get the center location of the screen and get the projection onto the world. So yeah, if I do get, if I take that approach, then I don't need to add a parameter here. Okay, let's try that first. So screen to world. Hmm. How does this work? Oh well, no actually, because if I do that, then for the NPC characters should have a problem in targeting. So therefore, I'll use the previous approach. As an input, I'll give a vector 3 direction, target direction. Right, now we can use this parameter here, and yeah, at this point I need to get the world screen middle point to the world direction, or I can simply get control rotation and the forward vector. Right, now here I think I should right, no, this is the part where I spawn the muzzle flash, activate the muzzle flash and play the sound. So after this part I can just do a line trace by channel. I'll use the okay, for now I'll use the visibility channel, and then starting point is this gun's nozzle. Get socket location. If you don't remember, I'll show it again. I have this nozzle socket, so that's what I'm going to use. That's the point I'm going to use as the starting point. Oh, wait a minute. This should not be the direction because the nozzle, yeah, let me explain. So here, if I do a trace from the nozzle point with the direction that I have used, maybe it would have some offset from the middle of the screen to the hit point, because the camera center location and the nozzle point is different. So therefore instead of using target direction, I should rename this to target location. And now here I can't give this one, so I need another method, another function here to get the target location. And for the soldier it can be different, because soldier that is driven by an AI character would not have this UI based targeting system. It will have the AI based targeting system. So only for the player would have the UI based targeting system, which I can target to the point pointed by the reticle. So therefore I'll add a new function here, get target location. I'll make it a PO function, and I'll add an output in the vector type target. So I'll keep it like this for AI for the CS soldier, and I'll use it here like this. Now for the player character, I'll override that function like this. Where is get target location? Okay, so I don't need the parent function. So here I can use that screen to world. Right, here, not this one. Let's get player controller and mouse location to world space. We can use this function. So the world location is this, yeah, and the okay, here right, let's do it like this. We have the world location that represents the mouse location of the world. That means the world location similar to the middle point of the mouse, middle point of the screen in the world space. And we have the direction. So let's multiply this direction by a large value, something like this, and then add it to the world location. So this will give us the target location. Right, so now we can use this target location. We are already using it here and shooting using this function. Now in the gun, that's the target location. So that's the end point, and the starting point is the nozzle. So we can do a line trace from this point to the end point. So I'll add a debug type for duration, and let's see if we get what we expect. Right, that's wrong. The direction is wrong. Okay, let me check again. Sorry, this must be multiply, not plus. So I hope I would not be shooting a distance larger than this one at any case. Where the pointing direction is still wrong. Okay, so yeah, this function is not working as it expected. The next approach is this. Right, we can do it like this. Where screen screen to world, and for the screen position I'll split this one. I'll give 0.5 and 0.5, so that means the middle point, and this is the world position. So for the direction I'll get the control rotation and forward vector, because I'm not sure what this direction does gives, similar to this one. Right, now let's see. Wait, what did I do wrong this time? I have to multiply this with a huge number. Okay, it is correct. We have a small offset, but I will fix it in a moment. And we have another issue. So if I, while I have started shooting, I move the gun, you can see this is wrong. That's because I only get the target location once I start pressing the fire button, and I don't update it. So therefore I can't do it like this. So yeah, this is what I have to do. I'll change the name here for now, because I'm gonna have to implement it through the interface. Right. I'll call it get target location. Okay, now here we have that get target location. I'll keep it blank for the soldier. In the player I'll override it. Get target location. Alright, so instead of this one, I'll implement it here like this. Don't need this part. Okay, now I'll remove this fire, oh, not here in the gun, this direction. Right, now refresh. Okay, so for the end part, now I have to get the target location from the character who owns this rifle. So it should work like this: get parent actor and get target location, and that's the end. Compile. Now it is working. We only have to fix this offset. So that offset happens because of this. Let me do a rough sketch here. Okay, let's say this is our character. No, let's take a screenshot. No, okay, so let's say this is our character. All right, and this is the gun targeting direction, and our camera would be in a place like this. So this is the camera, and the camera's forward direction is like this. Okay, and let's say this is the place, yeah, this is the point where my no so I get the camera's target point something like here from this function. Okay, and when I get that direction, and so then I do a line trace from this point to this point. So this is the place that my bullet is blocked in the line trace. So this is where I see the hit point. So that's why I see a difference between the reticle's middle point and the hit point here. Hope that is clear to you. So that's why we see this offset. So in order to get rid of that, this is what we have to do. Instead of giving a point in a huge distance, we should give the closest point that the reticle's direction would hit. So this is what we have to do. We have to do another line trace by channel. I'll use the visibility, and as for the starting point, I'll give this, and end point I'll give this, and out hit location is this one. Oh, this one. Oh, well, let's see. Now it should be alright. Let's see. Yeah, now it is almost correct. I think I have still there is a little difference, but that's okay because everyone has a error, and also because I am not in the full screen mode, you can see there is a little space here. So 0.5 is not correct for this case, I think. So it should be okay if I am playing full screen. Let's see. No, actually my assumption was wrong. Still there. So I think my reticle is not in the middle. Well, let's quickly check it. UI. It's in the middle. Well, yeah. Maybe instead of this, I can just use the camera location. We don't need this. Get camera location. World location of this camera. Yeah. So that we don't have to worry about anything. Yeah. It's correct. Now it is correct. Now all we have to do is here in the gun, that's the gun. I'll disable this trace, and if there is a hit, let me split this and spawn decal at the hit location. So the decal material is impact decal, and the decal, yeah, this is wrong, out hit impact point here, and the decal size, let's try 15, 15, 15, and rotation out hit impact normal. Let's try this. Lifespan, for now I'll keep it 0, that means infinite. Okay, let's see if it is working. Okay. The bullet damages are working. And let's also add an impact particle. Spawn particle at location. The location is same as this, and yeah, I also have imported this impact dirt particle effect. I'll do a separate episode for the particle creation part. For now I'll just use it. So the rotation is same as this. Okay, so yeah, that's it, and I'll stop this episode at this point. And yeah, if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club. Link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. So I'll continue to improve these systems and complete the third-person shooter mechanics in upcoming episodes. And thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.